In the previous lectures, we have seen totality of the symptoms, unprejudiced observer, causes of the disease, mission of the physician, and the sick. All these things we have completed. Now, and also we have completed that Hufland statement कि homeopathy cannot remove the disease, it only removes symptoms. Who is this 6/9 B? Okay. So up to the 8th aphorism we have completed. From the aphorism number 9, we will start the different qualities of vital force. Role of vital force in health and role of vital force in disease. So the first aphorism is related to the mission of physician. Second is related to the cure. Third is knowledges of physician. Fourth is related to the causes of the disease. Fifth is again the same. Fourth is preserver of health. Fifth is causes of disease. Sixth is unprejudiced observer. Seventh and eighth we have seen that is the totality of the symptom, indisposition, and the Hufland statement. And from the 9th to 13, we will see the different properties of vital force. We will see the importance of vital force in the life, in the health, in the disease, and in the cure. So this vital force, somebody please read this aphorism number 9.
पाकातलं पण नाही, पाक पण नाही, गुळ हे करून
Will
घेतलेलं
read.
मी, असं नाही की ते हे केलेलं आहे ते तेलकट माझा नियम बाई. गुळ घेतला
A please be on mute.
गोडीला चालू आहे. हा का, कोणता पॅटर्न असं नाही की तळून नाही असं.
Please be on mute. Akash, read.
Yes, ma'am. In healthy condition of man, the spiritual vital force, autocracy, the dynamic that animate the material body, rules without unbounded
Without
sway,
nahi hai, with hai, with.
with
Hmm.
unbounded sway, and retain all the parts of the organism in the admirable harmonious vital operation as regards both the sensation and functions, so that our indwelling presence gifted mind can freely employ these living and healthy instruments for the higher purpose of our existence.
Okay, good. Thank you. So, in the aphorism number 9, Dr. Hahnemann has mentioned the different qualities of vital force, but in the healthy condition. In the aphorism number 9 and 10, we will see what is the role of vital force, how the vital force work in the healthy condition. So we know now the what is vital force. It is the spiritual energy which is present inside our body, and because of the presence of that energy, we are alive. So in the healthy condition of man, spiritual vital force, spiritual word is related to the dynamic. This vital force bracket में लिखा है autocracy. Auto means self and cracy means the who is having the self control. The dynamics that animate. So this vital force is spiritual, this vital force is dynamic, but it is autocratic. It is self control. It animates material body. Animate means it is राज्य करतो तो. It राज्यकारभार सगळा चालवतो तो. कशाचा? मटेरियल बॉडीचा. Though it is a dynamic. Rules with unbounded sway. अनबाउंडेड स्वे म्हणजे त्याला कुठेच बंधन नाहीये. ही डू नॉट हॅव एनी बाउंड्री अँड ही इज ॲनिमेटिंग द मटेरियल बॉडी. ॲनिमेट करतो म्हणजे काय करतो? It retains all the parts of organism. Retains means it keeps all the parts of the organism in admirable, harmonious, vital operation in regards both sensation and function. So very admirably, very harmoniously, he is keeping all the vital operations, that is the sensation and functions, in a harmonious way, in a proper way, so that our indwelling, which is present inside our body, reason gifted mind, because we are thinking, we are asking the questions, we are having some logic, and that's why it is said that reason gifted mind can freely employ this living healthy instrument for the higher purpose of our existence. So because of the presence of this dynamic vital force, we, our mind can think, we can give the reason, we are able to do the work, and hence we can achieve our highest purpose for our existence. So this is, we should be thankful to this vital force, that it is present in our body, it is animating our body with the admirable and a harmonious way, it keeps all the sensation and functions properly, so that we are existing on the earth and we can achieve what we want. So these are the certain qualities of the vital force. So what are they? So first is a autocratic, that is, it is a self control, it is automatic, it is self operating, it is dynamic, it is spiritual, it rules with unbounded sway. Unbounded sway means it do not have any limit, it is present each and every cell of our body, each and every corner of our body, and by acting this, it keep all the sensation and function inside our body admirably and harmoniously, so that we can achieve our higher purpose of existence with the help of our reason gifted mind. So this is the role of vital force in the health. So we are healthy only because of this vital force, which is autocratic, automatic, spiritual, which is dynamic, and function is to keep all the sensation and functions in the admirably and harmoniously. So this is the benefit, that this vital force is present, and that's why we are in a healthy condition. Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
एक सेकंड ना. Can somebody read aphorism number 10 for me?
Ma'am, may I?
Mention your name.
Ikra.
Okay.
The material organism without the vital force is capable of no sensation, no function, no self-preservation. It derives all sensation and performs all the functions of life solely by means of immaterial being, the vital force, which animates the material organism in health and in disease.
Right.
The fo-
No, no, that is a footnote.
yes, ma'am.
Okay. So in the 10th aphorism, what is given? The material organism means we, without vital force. So if the vital force is not present, then in the ninth aphorism we have seen when this vital force is present, it maintains the sensation and functions harmoniously. But when this vital force is absent, the sensation and the function का जो काम है वो कौन करेगा? Nobody will be there, and hence there is no sensation and no function and no self preservation. That means the autocratic जो word हमने यहाँ पे देखा था 9th aphorism में, so that will not be there. So there is no sensation, no function and no self preservation. It derives all the sensation and perform all the functions of life solely by means of immaterial being, because all the sensation and functions, all the harmonious things, kidney, lungs, spleen, pancreas, all stomach, all these things are working properly. We are having the sensation of hot, we are having a sensation of cold things, we are having the emotions, we are doing our regular activity. So all these things are depend upon, and we are working in a harmonious way. We know how we are sitting, we know if we are walking, we at the time of lecture we are also watching the TV, at the time of lecture we are talking with our parents, we are also watching them, and in the ear we are with the help of earphone we are also, you are also listening to me. So all these activity you are doing at a time. So all these things are possible only because of this vital force is performing the function. When we are in a routine work we will not understand it कि ये सब काम, इतने सारे काम हम एक साथ करते हैं. But as that vital force is not present, then हमको समझ में आता है, because that is a disease condition. So there will be a decrease in sensations, decrease in functions, self preservation भी वहाँ पे loss हो जाता है, and you will have the certain symptoms. At that time you will understand the importance of that vital force, कि वो vital force अपने body में कितने काम करता था. Sensation it is maintaining the functions. With that he is preserving our body from the dynamic affections. Though it is the immaterial thing, but it animates the material body, and he always want to keep our body in health, not in disease. If that vital force is not present, then we will that person will be a cadaver, that person will be a dead. And hence when the vital force is deranged, then only we that is in a disease condition, we will understand, or we are understanding the importance of the vital force. So here there is a one footnote for the self preservation. It is a dead and only subject to power of external physical world. It decays and again resolves its chemical constituent. So when the vital force is not present, then this leads to the death of that person. So this is about the vital force which is present in the healthy condition. So we have learned that the vital force dominate or control the material organism. The body moves, the body think, all the control is under the vital energy or the vital force. All our sensations, all our organs and their functions are only because of this vital force. So this is the sole thing on which our activities are depend. During the healthy condition, there is a perfect balance between our emotions and our physical activities, between our mind and our body, and hence we can use it, we can employ it for our purpose of existence. So we can use all this energy to achieve a goal in our life. But when this vital force, that is the spiritual, is get disturbed for the any reason by the dynamic affection which are inimical to our life, then what will happen? That inimical forces will affect the vital force, and ultimately the vital force will not be in a position to maintain the harmony, to maintain the balance between the mind and the body. It will not be able to rule on our body with the unbounded sway because of the certain restrictions of that dynamic affection, and because of the lack of sensation, lack of function, lack of self preservation, we are having the signs and symptoms, and that signs and symptoms are manifested or the signs and symptoms are the language of the disease, and hence the harmonious functions of the vital force will disturb, and the result is sickness. The result is disease. So what we have learned, in the normal condition, vital force is present, but once it is deranged because of the morbific noxious agent or the dynamic agent, it will get deranged, and this leads to the disease condition. Clear from these two aphorisms?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now we will see aphorism number 10. Sorry, 11. Are you able to see the screen now?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So now in the aphorism number 11 also, Dr. Hahnemann has mentioned the certain properties or the qualities or the characteristics of the vital force. So previously we have seen the role of vital force with some qualities in the aphorism number, and a role of vital force in health with some qualities. And in the 10th, when it is absent, what will happen? Now in the 11th, again we will see the certain qualities. When a person fall ill, so with the continuation of the 10th aphorism, he said कि when that person fall ill, what will happen? There is a derangement of the vital force. It is only the spiritual self-acting, that is a automatic. So in the previously we have seen the word, which word we have seen previously?
Autocracy.
Autocracy.
Autocracy. So autocracy means it is the self-power. He is having the power to act on our body. Now the second thing is automatic. So automatic means what? Autocratic we have seen, that is auto means self and cratic means power. We have seen this. So that is the self powered. Now here is the automatic. Auto means self and matic means
Power.
power means crazy we have seen. Matic means what?
Acting.
Anything else?
स्वयंचलित.
So automatic गाडी असते ना आपल्याकडे. So we do not want to change the gear in that, in the four-wheeler or in the two-wheeler also the automatic bikes are available. So there we do not require to change the gear. Only we have to increase the accelerator. So it will change automatically. So it will change by their own way. So that is the same quality is applied to the vital force. So that is a spiritual again, and this is the self-acting, that is the automatic. The meaning is given here only. And okay, the vital force everywhere present in the organism, that we have seen it is present in every cell and every corner of our body, that is primarily deranged by the dynamic. So how it is get deranged? By the dynamic influence. Dynamic means against that we cannot see. अगर कोई चीज आपको दिखती नहीं है तो उस पे material thing will not act. उस पे वही चीज एक्ट करेगी जो नहीं दिख रही है. सो द डायनामिक इन्फ्लुएंस ही उस पे एक्ट करेगा. The dynamic influence upon it of the morbific agent inimical to life. So how it is get deranged? This aphorism is very important. Huh? How it is deranged? How the vital force is deranged? It is deranged because of the dynamic influence. किसका influence आएगा? Of morbific agent. Morbific means dangerous agent, which is inimical. Inimical means again which is not good to our life, which is bad to our life. And who is that? That is a morbific agent. And what is the character of that morbific agent? Dynamic. म्हणजेच जो आपल्याला दिसत नाही त्याला अफेक्ट कोण करणार आहे? न दिसणाराच एखादा मॉर्बिफिक एजंट. इट इज ओनली द वाइटल फोर्स डिरेंज टू सच एन एबनॉर्मल स्टेट. लेकिन वो उस पे दैट मॉर्बिफिक एजेंट विल डिरेंज द वाइटल फोर्स टू सच एन एबनॉर्मल स्टेट दैट there is a formation of disagreeable sensations. We are feeling uncomfortable. We may have coryza, we may have cough, we may have stomachache. So these are the disagreeable sensation. We cannot bear that sensation when that dynamic morbific agent is acting on the vital force. What they are doing? They incline to the irregular process which we call disease. So they are producing disagreeable sensation and they incline. Incline means what? What is incline?
Increases.
Anyone else? Which prone towards जाएगा वो? किसकी prone जाएगा? Irregular processes. So all the processes which are acting on the body, they are irregular, and hence this process is nothing but the disease which are manifested in the sensation, disagreeable sensation and function. So we are prone to irregular processes because of the derangement of vital force. For example, when you are in the college, if the lecturer is there, you are sitting quietly. At least you are showing that you are sitting quietly and you are listening to us. At least there is some silence in the class. But as soon as that lecturer goes out for anything, or if that lecturer is talking with the another lecturer, then see the scenario of the class before and after. So before there is a silence, at least the students are pretending that they are listening to the lecturer. But as soon as the lecturer is busy in some other work, what will be the scenario? What will be the scenario?
Mommy, start making
Students will
noise.
start making noise.
Then one thing is noise. Second, what the other things you are doing? Just give your experience, past experience. Are? Nobody? Mobile, yes. Third thing. Okay, I will ask now.
Ma'am, talking with each other.
Talking with each other. Anything else that you are doing? Anything new?
They will move from their place.
Yes. Again, Aditya?
And some people sleep.
Teasing.
Huh? Teasing. What you are doing? Give me your experience. What you are doing? Selfie. Then, are these processes are healthy? Taking selfie, making noise, moving one place to another, and all these things are healthy?
No, ma'am.
No. So you should be at attention only, at that position only if the lecturer is busy, right? But this is not happening because आपका controlling power का ध्यान बढ़ गया है. And hence you are free. आप जेल में से जैसे छूटते हैं कैदी, वैसे आप छूट जाते हो 2-3 मिनट के लिए. परफेक्ट. हुश, ऐसा होता है आपको. गया बाबा वो लेक्चरर, है ना? So same thing is happening here. कि if the vital force is there, who is the controlling power, if he is present, that body is healthy. जैसे वो class healthy था, all are attentive, all are in a good position, nobody is moving, nobody is taking selfie, nobody is using the mobile. But as soon as that vital force is deranged because of some dynamic agency, as soon as that lecturer is out from the class because of the certain reason, the students are making the noise. Similarly, inside our body also, our organs get disturbed. Our organs want to manifest the certain signs and symptoms because vital force is deranged, and that irregular processes will happen inside our body, as that in your class, as the irregular processes are happening. Somebody is moving, somebody is singing, somebody is sleeping, somebody is taking the selfies. So as there is something happen which is abnormal in the class, so similarly in our body also, if the controlling power is not, will not be there, the organs will not be under control, and the organs will be, the functions will disturb, the sensations will disturb, the whole class scenario will disturb, and this will manifested कि अब ये पूरा माहौल चेंज हो गया है. हाउ इट इज मैनिफेस्टेड, बाहर कैसे पता चलेगा दूसरे क्लास वालों को, आपकी वहां पे आवाज जाएगी, यू आर शाउटिंग, यू आर लाफिंग, सो ये उनके उनके कानों तक आपकी आवाज जाएगी कि अरे यहाँ पे लेक्चरर नहीं है. तो ये उनको पता चलता है. सिमिलरली इनसाइड आवर बॉडी समथिंग इज हैपनिंग रॉन्ग, तो ये हमको पता चलना चाहिए. एंड दैट्स व्हाई वी आर हैविंग signs and symptoms. We are having disagreeable sensation. The organs are not under the control. The organs छूट गए अभी, they are not working properly. So as your noise is going outside, the symptoms are coming from our body in the form of disagreeable sensation and functions. So this power which is invisible but it is cognizable by the effect of organism. Organismally माने यानी हमको पता चलता है. Though it is invisible, लेकिन उसकी कीमत हमको कब पता चलती है? Whenever the person is having morbid derangement and disease, the person is having the disease. पर्सन को डिसीज है कैसा पता चलेगा? फॉर्मेशन ऑफ द disagreeable sensation and function, because previously only we have said that कि this vital force is present in each and every cell, each and every corner of our body. So when it deranged, it will forms the disease, and disease will be manifested in the form of signs and symptoms. So the patient can feel it by his senses. It does then anyone can be observed if there is a fever, if there is a edema, if there is a injury, तो हम लोग भी वो देख सकते हैं with the physician. So in this way, there are the different signs and symptoms will be formed. It may be the subjective symptom, it may be the objective symptom. So collectively, we called it as a morbid symptom, and no other way can make it self-known. So this is the only way, that is a morbid signs and symptoms, the only way by which we know कि controlling power, though it is a dynamic, but it is now get deranged. आपकी आवाज अगर बाहर जा रही है, so this indicates that there is nobody in the class, and hence certain abnormal things are happening inside the class, and for that we have to send one medicine, we have to send one controlling power. That means we have to restore the discipline of the class, and for that we have to send one lecturer there, so that you will be again in a proper discipline, or you will be maintain the silence there. So the same way, the vital force, if it is deranged, it is out from your body, we have to send one lecturer in the form of medicine, so that that medicine will maintain the harmony again, and the control will be restored, the health will be restored. So in this way, we have seen in the 11th aphorism कि this vital force is spiritual, it is automatic उसका character है, it is present everywhere in the organism, each and every cell consists of the vital force. But when it is deranged, how it is deranged? By the action of this dynamic influence or the morbific agent, which are dangerous to our life, which are inimical to our life. what they are doing, they are deranging our vital force. And when the vital force is deranged, there is the formation of the abnormal state. From normal healthy state, now we are transferring into the abnormal state, and then there is a formation of disagreeable sensation. We are more prone to irregular processes, and collectively we called it as disease. So though this power is invisible, but the effect we are knowing when you are having the disease. Whenever there is a manifestations of disease in the form of abnormal sensation and function, at that time only you will cognizable, or you will be know the importance of the invisible character which is present inside our body. So that signs and symptoms can be felt by the patient, they are observed by the observer and physician. So these morbid signs and symptoms are the language of the disease. This is the only way by which we can understand the disease is there. So your noise is coming outside, that means there is nobody inside. Controlling power is not present in the class. So similarly, when the vital force is deranged, there are the morbid signs and symptoms. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So this session will complete after the 6 minutes. And after the when the session will complete, after the 5 minutes, you have to rejoin. So in between that 5 minutes, the homework is there. You have to write down all the properties that we have seen in the aphorism number 9, 10th and 11th. So write down all the qualities of the vital force, because the 2-mark question are always asked, write the 4 characteristics or the 5 characteristics for the vital force. So make a list of it, and in front of that write the meaning of it. Spiritual, dynamic. Spiritual means, or the dynamic means that we cannot see. Automatic means what? So those qualities that we have seen in the 9th, 10th and the 11th aphorism, make a list of it with their meaning. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now here there is a one footnote for the word dynamic. So what is this word dynamic means?
Not visible.
Which is not visible, which we cannot see. So if that vital force is visible, then here for that dynamic number is here, and for that reference here there is a footnote, that is a materia peccans. So this materia peccans means the material cause of the disease. So on that materia peccans also the 2-mark question comes. The meaning of materia peccans, that is a material cause of the disease. So here he has given if that vital force is dynamic, how the material cause will act on that immaterial thing. Is it possible? Is it possible?
No.
No. Is it possible? Yes or no?
No.
Why it is no? And why it is yes?
Vital force is not visible, and how the so its cause is also not visible.
Then how the symptoms are developed? The symptoms are developing inside our body. And how the symptoms are developing?
Derangement of vital force. No?
Who is deranging this vital force?
This
Anybody else?
morbid.
Anybody else? 50 participants are here, but only one girl is giving answer. What is dynamis? Why the causes are dynamic?
Ma'am, because the force is dynamic, we are dealing with the dynamic force. Therefore, the causes will also be dynamic.
Okay, anyone else? Nobody? So if that vital force is dynamic, how the causes are acting on that dynamic things? कुछ दिख ही नहीं रहा है तो कैसे act करेगा वो? जो चीज हमको दिख ही नहीं रही है, सिर्फ we can महसूस कर सकते हो, उसको फील कर सकते हो आप, उसके ऊपर कोई चीज एक्ट कर रही है, ये कैसे समझेगा? जो चीज है ही नहीं, जो मिस्टर इंडिया है, उस पे एक्ट करने वाली चीज भी मिस्टर इंडिया ही लगेगी, राइट? विच इज नॉट विजिबल, तो वो कैसे एक्ट करेगी?
Yes.
How the diseases or how this abnormal sensations are developed? How it is possible? So this materia peccans means the material cause of the disease. So Hahnemann says that if the vital force is dynamic, how the material things will act on that vital force? It is not possible. So this material cause, that is a bacteria and the viruses, how they will act on the immaterial things, which is a dynamic? Is it possible? How the bacteria will act on the vital force? The bacteria we can see with the microscope, but the vital force we cannot see with the microscope. The vital force is present, that means that person is alive. That is only the indication. So how that material thing will act on the dynamic thing? Is it possible? Is it possible? Is it possible? Give me the answer fast.
No, ma'am.
No,
No,
it is
ma'am.
not possible. So again, he has given the certain examples to explain this. If the thing is immaterial, then the material things will not act on the body of that on that vital force. It will not be possible, and hence the causes of the disease are again dynamic in nature. We have to consider that the dynamic morbific agents are acting on the vital force.